One. And we're live.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect, how it affects them, and the price of milk. Thank you. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe down below.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another exciting and fun-filled Mandela Effect week. Boy, have we got a good show for you guys. We're going to start off with Theresa's top 3 from her group. Right, Theresa? Yeah, we've got the Theresa's Mandela Reality Residue Hunters is her Facebook group, and we've got some of the top stories to share. We lost somebody, didn't we? We lost a famous actress this past week, right? You guys hear me?
There you are. Yeah, we lost somebody very famous that a lot of people thought she died before. You'll see in a minute.
I remember her dying before. I seriously
Me
do.
too.
So do I.
I actually do too.
So that's going to be the first one we're going to show. You want to show those?
Yeah. So Theresa posted this. R.I.P. Angela Lansbury, age 96, passed away again today.
That's what I said again.
She died on 10/11/22.
Yeah. I've been putting the dates in there. I do that just because this way at least I have a date in there and hopefully it doesn't change, you know.
Just 5 days shy of her 97th birthday.
Uh-huh.
Didn't she pass years ago? WTF.
Yeah, and look at the comments I got. Look at some of the comments. Some different people.
She died 100%. Simon says, died years ago for me. As soon as I saw the post, here I knew.
I thought she died around 2016.
I swear she passed before. This is really freaking me out.
There was a bunch of people that died around 2016.
Yeah, look at all the comments.
16 sounds right, yeah. 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Yep. So I like Tammy's comment. I don't know how many times she has died. I don't have an interest, but I thought it would be funny to share that I've heard my son's hairdresser talking to a client today about movies and celebrities. And the client mentioned Angela Lansbury having just died. And the hairdresser said, "What? I thought she died years ago." And see, there's a person who's not even Mandela affected who is seeing the changes.
Yeah. And we lost 2 more people also. Friday we lost, if you see on the right there, the guy who played Jason. See to the right there, you'll see a picture of him to your right. See it?
Also Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yep.
When did so Ted White passed away on Friday, October 14th.
Yep.
At the age of 96. Ted White was known for playing Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's when Hagrid passed away, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hagrid.
I didn't pass. I didn't post that one yet. Sorry, that was one I didn't get to yet. Post, but it's kind of hard sometimes to keep up with all these.
It would have been interesting if he had died on Friday the 13th. Just saying.
That's true.
That would have been funny if he died on Friday the 13th.
That would have been a little ironic.
Well, here's the weird thing. They say deaths come in 3s, so we got 3 people who died in a row.
Yep.
Right? Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember Hagrid's real name, but yeah.
Coltrane, isn't it something Coltrane? Something Coltrane?
Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah. This one I like because other one. Okay, go ahead. I don't know his last name, kind of off to me, but that's okay. Yeah, there he is.
Robbie Coltrane dies.
Yeah. So who died first? It was him?
It was Friday or Saturday. Wait, what? No, yeah, it was Friday.
Oh. Well, who died first then? It was like 3 in a row.
It was Angela, then it was this guy and the other guy we were just mentioning, I think at the same time.
Yeah. Wow, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, when did Hagrid die?
I believe it
What's
was
this
yesterday.
say?
You said 1 day ago, so.
Top story. Yeah.
We got to keep track of these guys. Somebody needs to keep track.
I have been posting them, Brian. I just need to post this guy.
But Facebook posts can change. Your memory should be infallible.
Yeah, but me putting the date down should speak for itself.
That's an interesting date where Stephen Hawking died 3/14/15.
He died.
Oh, this one Crystal posted.
When did Stephen Hawking die?
A long time
Michael
ago.
Fontaine says it was 3/14/15.
Oh.
But he died recently, though, didn't he?
I guess 2015.
That's not recently. That's 7 years ago.
I didn't think it was that long ago.
It seems like it was shorter. I don't know, but
Unless he died more than once.
I still can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. I went and I bought a mini Christmas tree that sings today.
I'm not doing Christmas yet. Hi, Green Sleeves 20. Speaking of green sleeves.
Yeah, green sleeves.
I'm trying to take one holiday at a time. Although I do have most of my Christmas presents bought, but that's strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they're throwing out all kinds of deals right now at many places, so you might as well catch those deals while you can.
I know Sandy. I'm going to give her credit.
So
Sandy said that's Curious Hers. I know it is. That was one of the ones I picked.
This is Curious Hers.
Yeah, I know it is. That's why I picked it.
Yeah, hundreds of squishy creatures wash ashore on Outer Banks Island.
You can click on the link if you want and see what it says. I know it's Curious Hers. I wanted to show it.
That's in North Carolina.
Isn't that weird looking?
Beautiful sunsets, tranquil scenery.
I hope she wasn't going to show this on her show. Oops. Oops. Too late now.
Well, she can still show it.
She could still show it. Yeah, I just wanted to share it on Brian. She's still getting credit for it. It's okay, Sandy. Chill.
Sandy's backstage.
Let her stay back there.
Hold on.
Let her stay back there.
Okay. You want to read this one?
Oh, this one's cool. I like this one. You see it? Can somebody read that? It's a little bit small for me on my phone. Anybody read that?
Yeah. When you think of a toucan bird, what colors do you remember being on his long beak being? I remember it being black and orange, but apparently they come in all colors of a rainbow. Do you remember this? Huh.
Oh, geez, Sandy. What do you think? Now they come in rainbow colors. Check that out. And if you look at the pictures, scroll down further. The way that I remember them looking is down on the right-hand side. Down further, Brian.
Well, that's pretty interesting. All the different colors now.
I know. And look at the palettes. I thought it was a cool one. I remember them being like black and orange. Well, if you scroll down, I can't see nothing until he scrolls.
Okay, did you read this one?
Yeah, but I want you to scroll down so you can show more pictures. See how? Look at all the different colors there are now. See? I'll scroll up a little bit. Right there. See it? The one on the right is what I remember, but now there's all different rainbow colors for these birds. See them? Look at that. Check
That's
that
really
out.
cool.
Yeah, I don't remember them being like that. They just had like
Exactly.
he was like
I
Toucan
fa- I found that myself. Look at the comments.
black and orange. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I remember. See, look at that. Rainbows again. Rainbow.
I
Seems
can't
like
believe
rainbows are everywhere.
I can't believe your group is 4 years old, Theresa.
Well, next year it'll be 5. And I'm still getting new members every day. Like every day I keep getting new members. It's growing.
Okay, I think Sandy might be backstage.
All right.
Might be
Hey,
in the
there's
next
Sandy.
10 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So,
Hey, Sandy.
hey, Sandy.
Hi.
Is that all I'm showing from my Facebook? Or do you have any more?
That was it. That was the top 3. So we're gonna go on and do yours, Theresa, and then I guess you can go ahead and.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
I thought the toucan was cool looking with all the rainbow colors. I've never seen them like that. Looked like a portrait. All right. Where's mine at?
Loading up the albums now.
Okay. Thank you.
Still loading.
Thank you.
They really got to fix Flickr.
Oh,
It takes a while.
okay.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry. Flickr.
Yep, I see.
I can think of another name for that, but I can't repeat it. That's all I'm going to say about that one. I can think of another name.
I feel like somebody covered this Mandela effect maybe a while ago.
Which one?
But we couldn't find anything for it, you know?
If somebody did cover this before, I apologize, but I couldn't find anything on it.
I think you did. I think you covered it before graphics.
Okay, well then I'm having deja vu then. Or I'm in a time loop.
Or we just didn't have graphics for it, so it's a rewind.
Or we didn't have graphics for it. So, you remember, please spell the name of the actor who starred in the classic TV series, My Three Sons, and in many Disney films, including The Shaggy Dog, 1959. Yeah. I think he wasn't he in no, I was going to say Flubber, but no, that was Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams was Flubber. The other one was The Absent-Minded Professor. That's the one he was in.
Yeah, I know he's been in a lot of Disney movies.
But the name of the stuff that he invented was still called Flubber.
Didn't he do the original Flubber though?
He did, yeah.
Wasn't the remake with Robin Williams? It was like a remake.
Robin Williams did the remake, and I think the Nutty Professor did too, didn't he?
Yeah. So his name is Fred Mcmurray, but I want to know if you can spell his last name.
Okay. Are we getting any answers in the chat, Esther?
Well, because he's an old actor, a lot of people might not know his last name.
No, there's a couple.
Oh, okay.
Fred McMurray. But there's 2 different spellings. Wow.
Yeah, that's where it gets weird.
That's
right.
Way like Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis is the Nutty Professor.
Michael Fontaine, Jerry Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't. The older actors, I don't really know their names, especially not how to spell them because most of them.
I know.
So is it Mac or Mick? Which one is it, guys?
You'll see.
What do you guys remember? We
don't
have a whole lot of time for the chat, so if you can, just please put answer.
Okay.
Did we lose 19 years? Yes, I think we did lose 19 years.
Yeah. All right. We can show what it is now.
Let's go ahead and continue.
Let's continue. Okay. So, it is currently Macmurray, MacMurray. No, that's, wait. Did you do something to that star, Sandy?
I didn't do anything to this star.
Okay. I remember his name being McMurray, MC, but his name's always been McMurray. Do you remember it like me? And if you look at that star, it looks kind of weird too. Look at the way the letters are.
Yeah, look at the way
Kinda.
the people letters are. They're all merged.
Yeah. And don't it look like they're just cramming it in that little space? Like it shouldn't go there? Look, it just looks off. It just looks off. So the current timeline has it as McMurray, and here is Residue. And even advertisements like in the newspapers too. And this is what I remember: McMurray. Look at that vintage TV guide. There's plenty of Residue. I had fun with this one though, finding Residue. I might have found this one a long time ago, but probably didn't have, like Sandy said, the graphics and everything. So we can show you guys.
And that's why I do them, so we know what we've covered.
Yeah.
And so when I
feel
go
like I'm
back
having
and look at a
some days-
picture, when I go to a Flickr folder before graphics, it's just a pile of pictures. I'm like, what was
I
this
know.
about?
I just feel like I'm having deja vu with this one. Like I think I found this one a while back. I think it's a good one. I don't even know if any of these stars are still alive, are they? From My Three Sons? Are any of them still alive, or they're all passed? I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Mhm.
the grandfather and Fred are passed. I don't know about the kids. I'm pretty sure at least one of the kids is passed.
Yeah. But they're all up there now, because, you know, how many years ago this was.
Yeah.
Green Sleeves 20 says, I talked to the dead on a Ouija board. I'm going to tell him his name changed. Let us know how that goes.
And look
I
at
don't
this.
want to know how that goes, honestly.
Look at this. Even the theaters remembered spelling it like me. See that? Like MC. And that was the one that I
Oh,
found.
gosh.
What happened?
I need to send you something, Brian, before you go on. It's 2 pictures.
What?
You really need to see this. You know how like
Okay.
Google, you can put like words in and it'll spit out some weird stuff like when you translate the words.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like Google Translate.
Yeah.
Well, there's a YouTube channel, Fleckus Talks, and today they showed what happens when you put in the Russian president and the Ukrainian president in Ukrainian.
What?
Yeah, I need to show you this. This is
All
crazy.
right.
Give me a minute.
Want to show it, Brian?
I'm trying to get the images really fast. It's hard to do in Messenger.
Okay.
I'm just gonna select them and hope that they send my photos to Brian. Not there. I'm putting it in our group, Brian. Okay? Did you get it?
I think he's dealing with his daughter.
Eddie, this isn't about World War III. This is about a biblical thing. Like totally biblical.
What?
Of course he walked away.
Okay, what am I showing?
The 2 images I sent you. When you put in the president of Russia's name,
it's not anything political, is it?
it's biblical.
Biblical.
It's biblical.
The
So when
hell
you
is
put
that?
in Zelensky, it says the evil one owns the world.
What?
And when you put in the other one, yeah, Brian, go to the next image.
Are you serious? That's weird.
Ed, Brian, next image. Did you walk away again?
Yeah. I think he's trying to deal with.
All right, well, I'll read what the other one is, and I'll show it in a minute. The other one, the Russian one, is Power, Peace, Way. Peace. The peaceful one.
What?
Yep. And I believe the Bible says that someone will rise up in that general area and appear to be like he's loved. I mean, he's literally Paddington Bear. Like, it fits. Fits the Bible. Totally fits. This is why we were actually late. You guys could have started 20 minutes ago, half hour ago.
We should. Yeah, but he couldn't get her to bed.
Yeah, we can't help that, guys. We're really sorry. You know, kids. What are you gonna do?
No, but she should have
Not
been
much you can
able
do.
to. She should have been put to sleep earlier.
Yeah, but she's got to learn that pattern. It takes a while. It doesn't happen overnight.
Nope, as a mom who used to have our kids stay up till 11:30, and everyone's like, "Put your kids to bed earlier." I try from 8:30 till 11:30. I'm trying to put my kids to bed.
I always had a curfew when I was young that my parents were like, "Nope, you're going to be in bed by 8, 9 o'clock." When I was young, like really young, and I remember being in the bedroom, and a lot of times I just couldn't fall asleep. I just laid there because my parents made me go to sleep. You know what I mean? And I would just lay there with my eyes just wide open. But it's hard when you can't get kids to sleep, you know, especially when you're not ready to go to sleep. Not all
All right,
kids
I'm going to
want to
read
go
you
to sleep
Daniel 11.
early.
I'm back,
I'm going to
guys.
read you Daniel. Okay, I'm going to read you Daniel 11:21. In his place shall arise a contemptible person to whom royal majesty has not been given. He shall come in without warning and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. The Bible talks about a person who's like enigmatic and like people like him, and I wouldn't describe him as handsome, but they kind of describe him like that. And he's going to rise up around that area, and the Antichrist, and he's going to be a much loved, and people are going to love and support him, and
She's the one who
it totally sounds like I mean, like I said, this guy is literally Paddington Bear. Like, a lot of kids love him. Parents, we grew up loving Paddington. It's just so creepy to me. Did you show the other side, Brian? Wait a minute, Brian, did you show the other picture? I sent you 2 pictures. Did you show the other one?
I don't think so.
I think I did. Let me look.
Because you left it on the screen, the one with Zelensky. You didn't show the other one. I just read it to them while you were gone. I want them to see what it actually says that.
You showed one already.
Yeah, the other one is the Russian one.
Oh.
It literally says power, I get that, peace, and the way.
Whoa.
So which one's good and which one's evil to you? I think it's creepy.
That is creepy.
I don't have my camera on. Sorry, my little girl just came in. Night, Charity.
Okay. Esther,
never did, Eddie.
Brian, I'm gonna go now, okay?
All right, Theresa, you have a good night, okay?
All right, good night, everyone. Good night, guys.
Good night, Theresa.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
couple of songs have changed for Esther that she'd like to ask you about. No residue yet. Just curious if you'd share her memory on these.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. The first one is Hold Her by King and Country. Please fill in the missing words above. So there's a word that's missing.
Can you hum the song?
I don't know how the copyright works with that. I just don't want to give you a copyright strike because I mean they're actually getting more like mainstream. Like I was in Walmart today and actually heard one of their songs come over the radio. It would have been funny if it was this song, but it wasn't.
So is it a choice between could and can?
No, it was. It's well, if you need a choice, it would be a choice between won't or would.
That's a tough one.
So hold
know,
her
what do you think,
tonight.
Jeff?
Oh God, won't you hold her tonight? Or oh God, would you hold her tonight? Sorry, I had to think of the lyrics. Yeah,
I don't know this one.
I think a lot of people probably don't know this because for King and Country is still like it because they're a contemporary Christian band. They're sort of rock, but not quite.
I feel like I know at least one of their songs. They're mainstream, like on K-Love and all that.
Yeah, they've actually been on Jimmy Kimmel, and like I said, now they're being played on Walmart and like all different places. So it's not just Christian radios because they are very contemporary. So.
I'd have to play a clip of it on my phone real quick, but I'll play it off screen here.
Yeah, I don't know how like the copyright would work with them because even though they're Christian, you still have like the copyright things, and I just wouldn't want you to get one.
And it's called Hold Her.
Yep. Yes, I didn't think a lot of people would probably, if anybody would know it. So, but
Is it the beginning? Is it toward the beginning of the song?
No, it's let's see, because that's the first. It's right before, right around the chorus. Ever gonna be?
Yeah, I honestly don't know this one. I hadn't heard it before.
Yeah, it's a song about asking God to hold his wife for him because he can't be there for her. Well, he's away. Basically, can God hold her? Well, because he couldn't physically be with her, so could he be with her instead? Basically, kind of take his place. So, I don't think anybody's going to know this one. So, do we want to give him the answer?
That's fine.
So.
Oh, I was muted this whole time.
Oh, wow.
I'm like talking to the chat. I said, Brian, we can move on. The answer's on the next slide. No one knows it.
Esther remembers won't, but it's always been would. Is this
your
memory as well?
Yeah, it's irritating me because it's like I always sing it the same way every time. That's why I was like, I didn't think, was it would? Because I don't say that word. Never sang it that way. It is out of their one. I think it's their most recent CD, so it's not like it's been out for like a long time. It's not even a year old, maybe. So, but I've been listening to it a lot, so I do know it pretty well. But this is another song. It's another Christian song, contemporary Christian song by FFH or Far From Home, depending on what you want to call them. But then, let's read this. It says, yes or no or I don't know. The second song, Change Daniel by Far From Home, is a little different. Do you remember anything being played, sang, or said before the first line of the song? If yes, what do you remember? I've been listening. This song came out in 2000.
Can I go to the next slide? And is it on there?
So you've heard it a lot.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
guessing
I
if no
own the
one knows
CD.
the first one, they're probably not getting the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember anything being at the beginning before the song starts at all. And lyrics show nothing at all as well. But you can clearly hear 1, 2, 3. I think it actually goes to 4.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
it's
couldn't
1,
remember.
2, 1, 2, 3. I slowed it down so you can really hear it.
Yeah, it just sounds so weird. I'm like, that's not right. Because when I,
They're not going to hear it. It's very low. You got to play it again, Brian.
yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've listened to this many, many times with headphones. Like this specific CD I owned, and I listened to it all the time. And it just irritates me because the only time I really hear like the 1, 2, 3 like count ins like that are typically out of typically rock songs. They're not rock; they're contemporary.
No.
And it sounds. And Daniel is not a rock song. Like it's contemporary, but it's not rock. I mean, because I listen to like DC Talk and Newsboys and stuff like that is rock. This is not. So it just sounds weird to hear the 1, 2, and I'm like, I heard the count in. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, what is going on here? So I'm like, I never heard it before.
That is so weird. Yeah.
I totally believe you.
I believe you too, Esther.
It's so
It is an awesome
strange. Why? I don't know. It's just weird to me that it just pop up. That's such a terrifying change. It's like a countdown. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you look at the messages inside changes, I don't like the countdowns. That's not good. I don't like it.
Well, this is the first song change from Far From Home that I've actually caught. There's actually one that he used to say stars. He made the stars and the moon. Now he says star and the moon, which makes no sense. He doesn't make a star. Also, another absolutely loved it. Listened to it on repeat like a dozen times over and over, every single night, just literally. And he would say how many times I cried, and now it's how many times I've lied. And I'm like, that's not right. This is the third song change from Far From Home. And this is the second one from For King and Country that I found as well. So it's not like it's because we did Proof of Your Love as well. Like, I think it was a year ago, I think it was, that changed. So, and actually you found Residue for that.
Yeah, Jeff, you're up next.
All right. The Hanna-Barbera cartoon character Snagglepuss is known for 2 catchphrases: exit stage left, and another that has changed for me. Please spell the missing part of the word in the catchphrase. Heavens to Murgatroid.
Yeah, you gotta leave that.
Can you say it?
I figured that would help them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while
You're
since
saying
I've heard this.
You're saying the phrase has changed?
For
no,
me,
it's
it
the
has.
word. The word,
For me,
Brian.
It was Murgatroyd for me.
It was not that for me.
Javier says Troid. Eddie says Tron.
I can't remember. I know I'm hearing it in my head, but I can't remember the rest of that.
What is it now?
Well, wait. We're giving the chat a minute. We only have 2 answers. Anyone else? Brian's trying to speed through the show, so if you want... Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I want to say it's Murgatroyd, but that's just what I'm thinking of. But it's been a long time since I've heard. I used to watch Pink Panther, but it's been a while.
Well, So far, no one remembers it like Jeff remembers it. But there's also only 2 answers in the chat. There's also less people in the chat because Theresa didn't make any posts whatsoever in Facebook. So no one knows we're live. Yeah, Jeff. Oh, Greensleeves remembers Troy.
Of course he does. All right. So regardless of how you spell it, it's the last letter of the word. How the word is said, that really matters. Jeff clearly remembers the word being Murgatroid, but it's always been Murgatroyd. Do you share his memory?
So I just want to mention that the spelling is all over the place, which makes sense because we heard it on TV. We didn't see it written a lot, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I do kind of remember the U for Murgatroyd, and I kind of remember the ID, like Metroid.
Yeah, I remember OID. Yeah.
I never heard it like that until like last week.
Welcome, Robert Humphrey.
That's so weird. So now it's MURGATOROYD.
No, it's MER. That's a graphic. It's actually MER.
Okay.
Javier
MER.
says, Jeff, Mergetroy does sound familiar too now.
Nice. Yep, that's what I remember. Clearly, too.
You know what I said? I don't know what I
needed a
said now.
prompt.
I can't remember what I said now. Oh,
I gave a prompt because I needed a prompt. So Jeff said Murga, and I said Troy. As soon as he said Murga, I'm like, oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. So for me, it was always a D, but I believe it didn't have the D for Jeff.
No, definitely didn't.
I kind of feel like I'm on 50-50 on this one now.
And that's why we give residue.
Yep. I asked my mom tonight. She remembers Troy, which I was surprised because she usually shares my memory on all these things.
That's so
I
weird.
love her, Humphrey.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of residue, I will say.
Oh yeah, there's tons of residue. So he used to say exit stage left, right?
Yes, that was his other catchphrase. Yes.
Wait, is it right or left?
And I think it was more like exit stage left. He would always say like exit stage left even. Like he always threw even at the end. I do remember that too.
Yeah, he did.
Heavens to Murgatroyd even. Oh, that's not nice, green sleeves.
Well, he's
Thanks.
right.
Unfortunately, it gets to the last one. I can't do the second half.
So this one's kind of been bugging me a little bit. The scarecrow. This is credit Brian MacFarlane. So the Wizard of Oz has changed again. This time it's the line with the scarecrow. He says in the cornfield to Dorothy. All right, so before they break into the song singing The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the scarecrow shouts out, "Yay! We're off to see blank, blank."
Actually, he says,
words.
"Hooray!" I would say yay, so I forgot to say it. It's actually
he says,
hooray.
"Hooray! We're off to see
Hooray!
blank, blank."
Yeah.
So what is the blank, blank, guys?
Please write the blanks, the 2 blanks in the chat.
And that's right before they skip along and sing the song. What do you remember? This one has
Hey,
changed.
we got the wizard.
What?
We got the wizard. Javier.
Yeah.
Javier.
All right.
If I mispronounce her name.
I mean, that's what I remember. I remember
Javier.
them shouting, "We're off to see the wizard."
That's what I remember, the wizard.
That's what I remember. The wizard.
I
Anyone else?
was driving down the road, and my daughter was playing this in the back seat. We were playing this movie, and I did a double take. I'm like, no, he never said that. So he never said the A wizard. Now it's A wizard.
Sounds so stupid.
That wizard.
Here's what.
So, should I play the clip or read the text first?
It doesn't matter. Play the clip. You already told me the answer.
Of course I will. Hooray! We're off to see a wizard! Oh, well, you're not...
We clearly remember him saying, "We're off to see the wizard," but it's a wizard now. It even says a wizard in the original script. Is this what you remember?
What?
Yes. See the wizard. There's residue here. Actually, this is. Oh, you're showing here in the script, right, Sandy?
Yeah, the script at the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it does sound weird to say a wizard, especially since all of the songs are filled with the wizards.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's residue right there. Who found that? Esther found that?
Like we can't
I
hear
don't
it.
remember.
You guys
Maybe.
hear it?
Yes, Esther found the 2 video clips.
Let me play
No, we
this.
can't hear
I
it,
looked
Brian.
at so many videos.
Oh, yeah, there's tons. I tried finding. I couldn't find it. Yep, he said, "We're off to see the wizard."
Brian,
Yes.
you're not presenting with sound. There's no sound.
Oh, I can
How
hear
you
it.
not- You can't hear it?
I can't hear it at all.
Did you guys hear that?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I did.
Wait. I can hear it. I thought that was Evie. That's all. I thought it was Evie talking to you. Okay, I did hear it. Yes.
Hello, are you also off to see the wizard? Not a wizard.
The next clip is that you're not presenting. We can't see it.
Okay, what can't you see?
The next video of the scarecrow talking to the little girl.
See the wizard? Your name's Dorothy, too?
There's nothing on the screen, Brian.
Except
Oh,
our
you don't
faces.
see it? How do you not see that? Hang on.
You're not presenting.
Okay,
I'm
not sure how
temporarily
that happened.
blind.
There you go.
Okay.
Hello. Are you also off to see the wizard? Your name's Dorothy, too?
Oh, did you
That
get the
didn't
one
sound
from
like
He said he's
VeggieTales,
off to see
Sandy?
the wizard. I only got those 2 from you.
Oh, you
I
didn't
probably
see the
didn't get
one
a
from
chance to check
VeggieTales?
again. No.
There was one. That one was like, well, it's VeggieTales. They also say the wizard as well.
In VeggieTales?
Yeah, because they did the Wizard of Oz as well. Well, they did their
I
version
can
of
add
it.
it. I'll add it. I'm going to add to the presentation after the show, but so when I present this on Curiouser Show, it'll have that clip too, but I didn't see it because I was too busy working.
Okay, now
Yeah, I think that was the
we're
very
gonna be-
first one I found. Sorry, that was my phone.
we're going to be coming. We're going to be covering guest jeans.
Oh,
So
okay.
guest jeans were huge in the 1980s, but the logo is looking really off to Sandy. So we got to see what everyone else remembers. Question number 1: the guest logo triangle. What color is it? Was it always the same color or different colors? You guys there?
Oh, I can't
Anyone in the
remember.
chat? Do you remember the guest logo? Guest jeans. What color was the triangle? What do you remember? Now I know that you don't remember what it is now, Jack. What color do you remember?
What shape is it?
Triangle.
What shape is it?
Triangle.
I remember
Javier is,
blue.
and Javier is guessing blue.
That's good. shape is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Evie
I'd have
says a
to
triangle.
guess, but yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really know it.
The color is the triangle.
Red.
There you go. In my past, no
Wow,
matter the
Evie is
color
so smart.
or the style of the denim, it was always a red triangle, but now there's multiple colors, which I will show after we get through 2 more questions. So 1, 2, or 3, which one is it? Which shape dot under the question mark do you remember? Evie says number 2. 1, 2, or 3, which one do you remember? How do you know Guess Jeans?
That one.
She says number 2. She's guessing number 2.
I think that's what Jeff remembers too. Right, Jeff?
Yes. That's what I remember.
Hold on.
So, for those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, Guess Jeans had a little patch on every pair on the back pocket. And the patch was triangular shaped and it had an outline. I remember red, but now it comes in multiple colors. And inside that patch it said guess and it had a question mark. And the dot to the question mark, that's what we're asking about. Javier is a 2, Eddie Von Keen is a 1.
I'm going to go with Evie on that one and say 2.
And the crazy part is it was a 3 for me.
I can't remember. I don't think I saw that logo enough, so I can't really remember.
Okay.
I did resend you the video, Sandy, and your personal thing, so it's easier to find.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Now,
but like I
it's the
said,
next
I
question that, besides the color, it's the next question that really gets me. And I'm hoping more people are on board with this one who know the patch. Sneaky Egg Sauce is here. Says green instead of the red. And 3, like I remember. I think Brian walked away again. So I want you guys all to get the, if you know what the guest patch looks like, get a mental picture in your head, because there's another detail I'm going to be asking about next. What were you saying, Esther?
Oh, I was just, I wish I could be able to like fast forward and like do it myself and present.
I know, it's okay. I mean, Brian could, if you're on the computer, Brian could give you permission, like if he walks away, give you permission to present while he's gone.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys
been a little
can
while
walk
since
back
I
and
got
We're
forth.
going to the next slide.
Yeah, next slide. Next slide's another question. Well, no, it's not. It's a why is the Wizard of Oz on the screen? Oh, I'm like way back. The thing just jumped backwards on me. All right, the answer is 1. I don't remember a pyramid, but since we know it is now, I can ask you the next question. Okay, Brian. Can you zoom in so that only 1, 2, 3, and 4 is on the screen? All right, guys, which one is the patch that's closest to your memory? If the color's off, that's fine, whatever. It's what's inside. Do you remember just Guess USA or Guess something? Because sometimes that USA changed. Sometimes it would say men's, sometimes it would say something else. But Guess and the question mark. Do you remember Guess, the question mark, and washed jeans? Do you remember Guess, the question mark, and 1201, 1203? Or do you remember all of the writing? Wash jeans, 1201, 1203.
I remember 3, I
Which,
think.
you remember 3?
I want to say 2 looks the most right to me. For the little bit that I actually did see it, it looks the most familiar.
Jeff?
Although it does look a little bit like I'm looking at an
1. Sorry.
geographic.
It's okay. Welcome, Todd. Javier says 1. So we're
I'm gonna
like
assume it's 4.
Sleepy Egg Sauce is 1.
All right, we're going to move on to the next slide, okay?
Okay. Guys,
The
if you want to
answer
answer, you
is
got to answer
4.
fast. Brian's rushing. So it is 4 now. I don't remember that. I remember 1. I don't know why would he tell us that the genes are washed. It's just weird. And the numbers, I don't know what those numbers even mean. There's no like significance that I could find to those numbers.
That's
But,
weird.
that's what the patch looks like. I also don't remember it ever being broken up like this, the logo. And as you can see, it came in all different colors.
Well,
Here's black and green.
You know, we covered Levi's also. Levi's changed too, Sandy.
Yeah.
And you notice how the S's look like backwards 2s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do.
Did you know that?
But it's only some. It's only some. There's other pairs that look normal. Only some have broken up like this. Now here's all the array of colors I found. We have a brown triangle, a blue triangle, a light blue triangle, gray triangle, metal triangle, black background, brown, red, green, every color of the rainbow. I don't remember that. It was always a red triangle for me. It was always a red patch with a red question mark. I don't remember all that variety. Now here's where it looks right. The Guess logo, even on the patch, it looks right. So there are some lines of denim, maybe they're from a different year, where they're more refined. But that's how I remember the logos looking. Should be another slide, Brian, isn't there?
That was all of them.
Really? That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, there was another slide. That's weird. So it's not there?
No. Let's cover this one next with you and Esther about Brave.
Oh, yes.
Esther, you can read that.
Yeah, well, I can see it.
Yeah, there is a slide missing. I gotta put the slide in.
Yeah. So Merida
It's
of
here, I don't know
Disney's
why.
Brave has changed for both me and Sandy. I love that writing. The first change comes from me. Which color eyes did Merida have? Brown, green, or blue?
Can you zoom in on her face? Just zoom in a little bit so you can see the eyes better.
Fix that
So
brown.
guys, 1, 2, or 3, where you can write the color.
I was surprised Charity actually answered a different color.
Which one?
She was saying it was blue. I was like, wow.
Todd says green.
Which I watched this movie several times. I'm one of those weirdos. I watch Disney movies without my kids being home. I purposely watch Frozen. The other day
Michael
I watched
Fontaine
Snow
says
White,
green.
Sleeping Beauty, Brave, Frozen, and one other movie. Which
Sleepy Egg Sauce is blue.
yeah, I actually kind of rewatch these movies though. Sometimes I just to catch those changes.
I don't know why all the eyes are changing. Last week we had 2 separate presentations of eye color changes, and now this one. And this one's from last week. We just didn't do it because Esther wasn't here.
Yeah, it was funny because we were talking about Snow White, and that's how we happened to stumble across this one. Because I was like, I remember I was very adamant. I'm like, well, she's got red hair, and I know what color her eyes are. So I see green and blue as so nobody's saying brown, so that's cool. So I always remember her having striking, almost glowing green eyes, but they have always been blue. Do you remember blue eyes? Yes, they've always been like that light blue color.
That's something too. Growing up, I always remember redheads having like brown eyes too, and lots of freckles.
Well, blue eyes and red hair is quite common, but when you think of Scottish people and stuff like that, they have green eyes. Like a friend of mine, she's from Scotland. She's got green eyes, like very, very nice green eyes. So it's like I'm used to seeing most people with like the bright flaming red hair will typically have green eyes if you're from Scotland. So I was like, why does she have blue eyes? So she's not Ariel. That's where it's like that's where that distinction was, where Ariel had the blue eyes and red hair, and then Merida has green eyes and red hair. So for the next one, while researching, Sandy realized something else had changed for her. Which color was Merida's dress, blue or green?
So guys, blue or green again in the chat. 1 or 2. What color were her clothes?
I don't know. I feel like
she
they were green.
Wears it. She wears it for the majority of the movie. This dress. She does wear. Yeah, she also wears a very light pale blue, just like the color of her eyes are now. Dress as well for the ceremony thing to win her hand in marriage. So, but we're not talking about that one.
I have
We're
a
talking about
picture
the one.
of that. I do have a picture of that in the residue. I included it so we could point it out. So when we come to it, make sure you point it out.
I just want to make sure because
we have a number 1. Good.
So Sandy remembers. Sandy and I both remember her eyes being green as well because they match her green dress. But her dress is blue now too. Well, sometimes. Yes, it's weird. It's like a color changing dress. Besides the blue in the movie, it also appears as greenish blue or teal in some scenes and official Disney merchandise. Do any of you remember teal eyes and teal dress, or do you remember her eyes and dress not matching?
Or do you remember it like us, green and green, instead of the blue and blue that it is now? So there's the dress you're talking about.
Yes.
You're saying she has blue eyes now, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, they're definitely blue.
And a couple of the green dresses have blue eyes, so that's why you're seeing the red boxes. She's in the green dress, but they still gave her blue eyes. So I think the dress changed after the eyes. Because I don't find any blue dresses with green eyes, but I am finding green dresses with blue eyes. I could have sworn
she had a green dress.
Yeah, same. I did double take when I found that image. 100% green eyes, green dress for me. 100%. And I think it's 100% for Esther too, correct? Jeff hasn't said anything, so I don't know what Jeff remembers if he even knows it.
Like, I have 2 daughters, so I've been through a lot of the girl Disney movies, so yeah, I remember her having a green dress with green eyes.
I thought I had a green dress with green eyes, Sandy.
Huh?
Okay.
I'll have to go back and see if I thought I shared a green dress with green eyes a while ago.
So there's a...
I'll have to read.
I was rushing putting this together. I may have missed it because I was rushing. All right. There is a new form of ice that is not of this world. So the top says black, hot, and maybe nature's most common form of water. It's not on my screen yet, and that's why I'm stalling reading the title.
Black hot
Called
ice.
super ionic ice. No, super ionic ice. This form of frozen water is believed to be at the core of most ice-covered planets and the most abundant form of water in the universe. For 30 years, superionic ice was just a theory until they created a batch of the ice in a lab using plasma lasers, which proved the theory to be correct. This is an actual photo, guys. That is ice on fire because it's so hot. The image above is the actual superionic ice that was lab created. Superionic ice is 4 times heavier than regular ice, black and hot, so hot that it produces flames and smoke.
It's weird.
Which
I think I.
explain to me how it stays in ice form. Brian, you can play. It's just an image that loops. The chemical makeup is slightly different from regular water ice, and the movement of these atoms generate heat. I still don't understand how ice can be hot after reading several articles. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I have not.
That's weird. That's not ice. Ice is supposed to be cold.
Correct. That's why I don't get
I
it.
guess you drop that
Yeah.
ice in your soup to make it warm again.
I never saw that either. That's weird.
What's next, Brian?
All right, looks like we're on the last one. Golden Age actor E. Blank Flynn. That was very
Guys,
interesting.
I don't know if you're going to know this guy, but I'm sorry, what, Brian?
I was saying that last one was very interesting, Sandy, about the ice.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So Sneaky Egg Sauce comes in. Check it out, Jeff. Errol Flynn. Errol
Nice.
Flynn.
That's what I remember.
Brian, you can go to the next slide. I think there's a blank there. Maybe not. We can just move on. Yeah, we can move on. I mean, it's an older actor. I didn't expect anyone to know it, so I'm happy Sneaky Egg Sauce did know it. It's written on the top of that poster in a red box. There's 2 R's, and that looks so wrong to me. His name was Errol with 1 R Flynn in my past, but in this reality, it's spelled with 2 R's.
Who found this one? You did, Sandy?
Yes.
Errol Flynn.
While searching for residue, I saw something that I am unfamiliar with, but appeared to be a possible Mandela effect. I'm not sure if anyone's going to know this, but here it goes. Yeah, Brian. Okay. One of Errol Flynn's films may be Mandela. It's not on my screen yet. I can't read that. There we go. If you are familiar with this film, please fill in the blank. And if you're not, I wasn't familiar with it. I wouldn't be surprised. 1949 film starring Errol Flynn and Greer Garson. That blank woman. And I can't say it. Actually, I could say Forsythe. I'll stop there.
$1949.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never heard of this. I've never seen it. But immediately I saw when I was just trying to find Errol Flynn on a poster, like written on something. And that's when I saw this. I'm like, why did they write something different than the
I don't know the
poster?
answer. Does anyone else know?
I don't think so. We can move on. So this is what I saw, which made me go, huh. That Forsythe woman, that Forsyte woman. I think Forsythe makes more sense than Forsyte. And foresight, well, you know, that's the opposite of hindsight. And the description didn't say anything about her being like, you know, like clairvoyant or, you know what I'm saying? Like, foresight is like clairvoyance or preparing. So anyway, here we have current reality, and then I got the residue. So it is foresight, and people on the internet, not me, remember foresight. So I have residue of that as well. And thank you, Jeff, because you helped out a lot with this one. Last minute,
You're
too.
welcome.
So here we have a lot of Errol Flynns with one out. I've seen it actually printed a lot on the television screen. Like, I don't know if it was TBS or TNT. They did like an Errol Flynn marathon. And I've seen that on the screen before. I've only ever seen one arm. I've never seen two. Here this goes back and forth on this German website. Forgetful. Yeah. Jughead's first name. I did not know that.
I give one of those names. I'm just really bad
Plenty
at
of residue.
What did you guys both say?
There's plenty of residue.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh.
There was probably more. I just stopped because there was, you know, it's going to be too much. Actually, I know there was more. I told Jeff just 5 or 6, you know, because I didn't want to. I thought it was funny because I did a double take with the name, and then his name showed up with double take underneath it.
Isn't that supposed to be double mint gum?
Yeah, but Papapalooza, I think they did a parody of double take. So here's Forsythe, and oh, Jeff, Forsythe Saga is a TV series. So it was a TV series based on the movie That Forsyte Woman.
Oh, wow.
So the Forsythe Saga is the TV series based on the movie, and they're also saying Forsythe for the saga as well. So yeah, it does follow Mandela. I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Forsythe makes more sense. Forsythe sounds stupid.
Unless, of course, it was about a clairvoyant woman or something, you know, like maybe,
Yeah.
you know. So I think next week, guys. What's next? Is it next week or the week? Are we doing the Halloween show next week or the week after? I need to know because I have to prepare.
We're going to do the Halloween show Saturday night before Halloween.
The Saturday before Halloween.
Right, so
I'm
not
looking at
this
the
week.
calendar right now. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's 2 weeks.
on the 30th, the 29th. Okay. Day 16th. So on the 29th, we're going to be doing the Halloween show. We're going to cover older Halloween. It's going to be a longer show because, you know, we're covering older stuff, like the best of the Halloween, the previous Halloweens, and then the new Halloween stuff. So we have a lot of new Halloween stuff too.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Have you got a costume picked out?
No, I don't usually do that.
Brian, you trick or treat because you have small children. You don't dress up.
Well, me and a buddy from work, I was going to dress up as Sub-Zero, and he's going to dress up as Scorpion from Mortal
And
Kombat.
last year you
That's
were
pretty cool.
you
Last
were
year I was
the
a-
guy from Squid Game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never did my
You believe that was a year
cosplay.
ago already?
What was that?
Esther,
I know.
what
Esther
are you dressing
is
up
so
as?
creative. Are you
I don't
making
do
your
Halloween.
costumes?
I'm hoping that they can just wear whatever they have for Comic-Con, but I don't do Halloween. That's a holiday that I stay away from.
That's right. You don't do Halloween.
That one and
Oh,
St.
that's right, I
Patty's.
forgot about that.
St. Patty's is a whole different reason, though. Only because of all the people who go out drinking and the driving, and that just irritates me. I used to work when I worked at a gas station, and deal with the people that got out of the bar, and then they'd come over and try to buy alcohol with the bar closed, and they were so drunk they couldn't even. They're like, "Do I get the alcohol, or do you bring it to me?" And I'm like, "What do you think?" It's like, you are too drunk to buy alcohol if you don't know how this works. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. The guy was like, and he was a regular. And I'm like, you know how this works if you weren't drunk. And I'm like, no, I'm not selling to you anyway. Yeah. Thankfully, he wasn't driving. I would have made a phone call. Because if you're that drunk. So, but yeah, that just bugs me. But St. Patty's Day, it's fine. Just don't drink and drive. That's my takeaway.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Oh, Brian left. Hey, Brian, you left your own show.
Great. That means he needs to come back because we can't end the show until he's here. Stream
Yeah,
will
my
just
kids,
stay up.
I don't know what they're going to go as. I mean, their dad takes them every year, the last few years. So I don't do it. I mean, I've joined them on like the trunk or treat thing, but I mean, it's not that I don't mind. I like seeing the costumes; they're kind of cute and everything. So some people are really creative. So, but the only time I ever dress up is for Comic-Con. Yeah,
Again, she is so creative. Like she does an excellent job with the costumes. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was actually surprised the canine that I did for Comic-Con was actually featured on their best bits of Comic-Con. So that was really cool.
Thank you, Todd. Todd says, did you what?
Oh, I didn't know if you shared the video or not with the canine.
Canine.
Yeah, remember I did the canine, and they actually featured him on the best bits.
Oh, yes.
So I thought that was really cool because they only had like the top cosplayers like listed. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. So he's actually right next to me in my room right now. So he's a little broken right now, though. I got to fix his head, but he is right next to me. So.
Well, speaking of things being broken, my computer glitched out on me, went to a gray screen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Anyways, I was saying I like Todd's comment. Good finds tonight. You guys are on it.
And I was just saying thank you to it a minute ago too.
Yes.
And then Sneepy Egg Sauce says, "I dated a Forsythe woman."
I'd like to hear more about that.
So you didn't marry her, huh?
I knew you weren't going to take the trash out.
Well, we've had a lot of fun, guys. We'll see you again next week. Hopefully same time. We'll see
Yes.
you again. Have a great Mandela Effect
Thanks,
night.
everyone.
God bless everyone.
Good night,
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Thanks
Night.
for coming. Thank you, Sandy, as always.
No problem.